Today we will start Unit 11. It's all about geometry and fraction concepts. Unit 11. Geometry and fraction concepts. So, in the first lesson, we will study about shapes. Three-dimensional shapes. Three-dimensional shapes. So, let's watch this video to know what does three-dimensional shapes mean.
Three-dimensional or 3D shapes are shapes that take up space. They have 3 dimensions: length, width, and height. The world is made up of 3D shapes. They are all the things we can hold. Your book is a 3D shape. So is your soccer ball, as well as your birthday presents. Can you see how they each take up space? There are some features that are common across three-dimensional shapes. These features include faces, edges, and corners. The flat surfaces of a shape are called faces. No, not that type of face. The edge of a 3D shape is the line where 2 of its surfaces meet. And the corner is where 2 or more edges meet. A corner can also be called a vertex. The faces of 3D shapes often contain 2D shapes that you may already know. Maybe you can recognize some of these 2D shapes as we go through a few examples. Here are some 3-dimensional shapes and their features. This shape is a cube. A cube has 6 faces that are identical, 12 edges, and 8 corners.
So, this shape in front of us is called cube. Cube. It has 6 faces. Look and count with me. Follow the mouse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We call these faces, the faces of the shape. So those are 6 faces for the cube. The edges are these lines between each 2 faces. So you see here is one face, follow the mouse. Here is a second face. Between them, the line between them, we call it an edge. An edge. Follow the mouse and let's count together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's inside. 8, 9, 10, 11, and this is the 12th. Corners. You all know the meaning of corners. They are those sounds like in the blue here. So how many? Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's inside. 8. Okay, so let's continue.
All of the faces, edges, and corners are the same size and length. Can you see how each face of the cube is a square? This shape is called a rectangular prism. A rectangular prism has 6 faces, 12 edges, and 8 corners. It's very similar to the cube.
Rectangular prism. Rectangular prism. Because it has a rectangular shape. Here you see this is a rectangle. So as we said, the faces are the sides of it. So let's count them together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 faces for the rectangular prism. We call it rectangular prism. 12 edges. And as we said, 12 edges. And the edge is this line between every two faces. So let's count them together. Follow the mouse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's the inside one. 10, 11, 12. The corners are those parts like you see. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inside there is 1, 6, 7, 8. So 8 corners. This shape is the rectangular prism. It has 6 faces, 12 edges, 8 corners.
Cube, except instead of all the faces being squares, they're rectangles. The opposite faces of a rectangular prism are always the same size. This shape is a triangular prism. A triangular prism has 5 faces, 9 edges, and 6 corners. Triangular prisms have 2 faces that are triangles and 3 faces that are rectangles. The 2 triangle faces are always the same size. However, some 3D shapes have more than just flat surfaces. Some have curved surfaces, but we don't call them faces because
So this shape, which has the triangle shape, is called triangular prism. Triangular prism. Let's see. How many faces? 5 faces are there in a triangular prism. So let's count together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's count the edges. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay, let's see the corners here. 1, 2, the one inside, 3, 4, 5, 6.
triangular prisms have 2 faces that are triangles and 3 faces that are rectangles. The 2 triangle faces are always the same size. However, some 3D shapes have more than just flat surfaces. Some have curved surfaces, but we don't call them faces because faces are always flat.
You see here? So, in the cube, in the rectangular prism, in the triangular prism, all have flat faces, flat. But here, in this shape, we have curved or round surfaces. Curved or round surfaces. We don't call these curved surfaces a face. We don't call it a face because faces should be flat surfaces.
This shape is called a cylinder. A cylinder has two circles on each end that are the same size, with a tube in the middle. It has two flat faces and one curved surface. The cylinder also has two edges, but no corners. Remember, a corner is where two or more edges meet. In a cylinder, there are no corners because its two edges do not meet.
Wait.
This is a cone. Its two edges do not meet.
Okay. This shape is called cylinder. 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 The cylinder has two faces. You see those flat circles here? Those are the two faces of a cylinder. It has one curved surface, and there are two edges in a cylinder, two edges, and there is no corners. No corners because the corners are when the different sides meet. So here there is no corners in a cylinder.
This is a cone. Not an ice cream cone, unfortunately, but it is the same shape. A cone has a circle at its base and a point at the other end. It has one flat face, one curved surface, one edge around its base, but no corners. This unique shape, corners.
Okay, so this shape, which is like the ice cream, we call it cone. A cone. A cone. A cone has one face, just one face, one curved surface, one edge, and no corners.
This unique shape is a sphere. It's perfectly round, just like a ball. This means it has no flat faces, no edges, and no corners. Just one curved surface. How?
So, the sphere, it is this shape, and it's like the ball. It has one curved surface, no face. It's all rounded. Okay? It has no faces, no edges, no corners, just one curved surface. Sphere.
How unique is that? That's what makes a sphere the perfect shape for a ball. It rolls around easily in any direction, and you can kick it without banging your toe on a sharp corner. Now that you know some three-dimensional shapes, perhaps you can spot a few examples of them in your classroom or outside in the playground.
Okay. Do you like our new topic for this unit? So, yes, we am.
I learned it in the Nahda, but I still know it.
Okay, very good, amazing. So, I can see many likes here. That is amazing. So, our lesson for today is about three-dimensional shapes. It's going to be very easy. We will get to know each shape in front of us, or we may meet or see in the outside area in the home. We will know their names, the names of those shapes. So let's watch another video to practice naming those shapes.
Mrs. Sandoval, this place is dirty. It's so dusty.
Dusty, but it was just cleaned this morning.
You call that clean?
I think we should just get on with the math. Circle the solids that have a curved surface. Draw an X on the solids that do not have a curved surface. Here are our solids. Let's start with the cylinder. If we take a look at the cylinder, it has a curved surface. Do you see that?
Yeah.
So we will circle our cylinder. Let's now look at the rectangular prism. The rectangular prism has flat surfaces. In fact, all its surfaces are flat. Therefore, we need to place an X on the rectangular prism. Now let's look at the cone. The cone.
Remember, the cone is like the ice cream shape.
So we can draw a circle around the cone. Next, we have the triangular prism. And the triangular prism, you see, also has flat surfaces. In fact, only has flat surfaces.
Only flat surfaces.
Therefore, we'll draw an X on our triangular prism. Next is the sphere.
Sphere is like the ball.
The sphere has a curved surface. And we want to draw then another circle on the sphere because it has a curved surface. We're almost done.
Yeah, almost done out there.
Next, we have the cube. The cube has flat surfaces. This is another one of those solids that only has flat surfaces. And therefore, we draw an X on our flat surface, or I'm sorry, an X on our cube. And there you have it, Jeannie. What do you think?
Well, that's really, really interesting. Mrs. Sandoval, I feel like I should get you something. Oh, maybe perhaps a feather duster?
Jeannie, for the last time, this place is not dirty.
Are you kidding? Look at all the dust around here. It's everywhere. Oh, what?
Jeannie, when was the last time you cleaned your glasses?
I don't know.
Oh, let me see if this helps.
Silly, silly me.
Okay, so now I guess we are ready to start doing the exercises in the book. Let's go to the book and revise the shapes. You will understand them and learn them more when we take them in the book. Okay, so I'll go to page 522. Page 522, all of you. This page, okay? This page. I want you all to open this page, write the date on it. 522. Turn on your cameras. Okay, repeat with me, all of you. Look at this shape. It's cube, cube, cube. Here, a cube has all square faces. They are all squares. All of the faces in a cube are squares. Rectangular prism, rectangular prism, rectangular prism. Rectangular prism has the main faces as a rectangle. That's why we call it rectangular prism. Sphere, sphere. Remember, the sphere is like the bowl shape. Sphere like the bowl. It has only one curved side. It has no flat sides like the cube here or the rectangular prism. No flat sides. Okay, cylinder, cylinder. A cylinder has two faces. They are like a circle and one curved side. One curved side. Let's go to this one. It's a delicious one, guys. It's like an ice cream. You see, this is the shape of an ice cream. We call it cone, cone, cone. A cone has one curved surface, one face. It has no edges, no corners. But here in the cube and in the rectangular prism, we have those edges, we have those corners. Okay, now let's do the exercises. Circle the objects that match the shape's name, sphere. Which one of these is like a sphere shape? Who can answer this? Taim, can you answer this? In number 1, which shape of these has the same like the sphere? Okay.
The board.
The bowl, very good time. So it's the bowl. You all circle this one. Okay. Can you answer this? Which shape of these has the cube shape?
Yeah.
Which one of these objects has the cube shape? Yes,
The red shape.
The red one, it's a cube.
red-
We use it
I
in
can
the
see
game.
it.
Very good. So it is also the second choice. Thank you. Okay, let's move on to the second page. Here, a cylinder. Okay, who's going to answer this? Who's going to choose a shape like a cylinder in these objects? Bara'a?
The first one.
The first one, very good. The first one has a cylinder shape. The first one here has a cylinder shape. Okay, who's going to answer number 4? Elena, which shape of these has a rectangular prism?
The second one.
Rectangular prism. Okay. You can also choose another one.
Yeah, but I choose the second one.
Okay, choose the second one, and the first one and second one are both rectangular prisms, okay? They are both rectangular prisms. Okay, let's see this one. Who's going to answer it? Ahmad, can you tell me in number 5, which shapes have a cone shape? You can choose more than one.
First,
The
third.
first, this one, the yellow one.
Against it.
And which one? The balloon or the ice cream?
And the third. Third.
The first one and the third one. So it's the first one and this one, the ice cream.
Ice cream.
Okay, very good. Okay, who's going to answer this? Miqdam, can you tell me which shape of this has the cube shape?
Yes.
Which one, first or second or third? Yes. Very good. So it's the second, the cube. The cube that has all the faces are like squares. Yes, so very good. It's this one, the second one. Okay, here. Circle the shapes that have a curved surface. Draw an X on the shapes that do not have a curved surface. Okay? Do it. This is a homework like they did it in the video earlier. Okay. The other page is homework 524.
Homework.